Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's Miss Liz. If you've never seen me before, my name is obviously Liz, and I live in New Zealand with my mum and my cat. Meow. Anyway, we haven't been by in a while because A, I've been so busy working, and B, we had COVID again, second time this year, and I got it first this time, and despite doing everything I could to keep it away from Mum, she still got it. So that was a pity. So first, the work thing. Black Friday was incredible. I've never shopped in it and I've never worked in it, and I did both this time. I got myself a pair of black leather Skechers.
Amazing!
And actually had to go up like 2.5 sizes because the shoe fit at the back, but I couldn't get my foot in it very comfortably. And I thought that was a bit more important, you know, like having circulation in my foot than it fitting lengthwise. So I got those for $100, and when I got home I decided to look it up to see what it usually was, and turns out they're usually $170, so I got $70 off my shoes for Black Friday. Wow! Incredible. And they're so comfortable. Before that I was wearing quite heavy leather boots, and my feet went completely numb, and that was on the, was it the Thursday or the Friday? I think it was the Friday, because I remember working and then not being able to feel my feet and thinking I was going to faint, which I've never fainted. So that would have been a first. And you know, it would have been in front of others, which is worse. So I was very pleased with that. And wait, no, it was Mum, was it the Thursday that I got the Skechers? Yeah. Because I thought you were going to be late for worship practice. Yeah. Mum's part of the worship team at the local church, and I thought she had music practice and she didn't. So actually it was the Thursday. So there's me thinking out loud. Funny, right? And like, I've just never seen so many people in a shop at once, pre-COVID or post-COVID. Like, wow. Amazing. So my first Black Friday experience was definitely one to remember. Oh, I have to go and add the mushrooms to the green curry. I'll be back. How was COVID?
Not as bad as last time. A few different symptoms, but nothing terrible. I think the worst part was my sinuses, but the doctor put me on antivirals, which is wonderful. I don't think I've ever heard of them before. And antibiotics as well, and nasal sprays. So still a little bit of fog around and not much apart from that. I feel really good.
I didn't have a fever this time, did you?
No.
I didn't get any antivirals. Probably because by the time the doctor saw my thing, I was nearly at day 5 anyway. Which apparently the antivirals only work for, like, if you're within the first 5 days.
What would have been the worst day for you? I mean,
physically, the worst day was probably day 3.
Yeah, me too.
And same for mental, emotional, because I never seen so much of my room I've never been so sick of it. I actually got so bored I did my Christmas shopping
That was good.
online and bought most of my stuff from one place, and that all came the other day. Then still waiting on like one or two other things. But I think the worst thing about isolation is like being able to see people but not hug them, like when they come to the door to drop groceries off, like, you know, you can stand 2 meters back but you can't hug them and say thank you for bringing these things to me. We did actually end up getting a care package from someone, and someone else brought medicine. Others offered prayers up, and that was nice. And thankfully Myrtle didn't get COVID. I don't know, can animals actually get COVID?
I don't think so, but I might be wrong. I don't think so, though.
If anyone knows, let me know. Fill me in.
To get it from other animals.
I know there's like kennel cough, but I don't know if animals can get COVID. But Mum was fine until like, was it day 4 that you tested positive? Despite me keeping away from her. I don't know, maybe I breathed on her at some point, like when I was just newly positive and didn't know I had it. I actually didn't think I had it. I thought that it was just really bad asthma because a couple of days beforehand I'd been running for the bus and hadn't recovered from that. But then someone around me that I knew tested positive, so I decided to be safe and do a test, and it turned out it was positive. It was a weak positive, but it was still positive, and so I did it again the next day, and it was still definitely positive. Yeah. So, I'm gonna go and stir the curry, but I'll be back in a minute to talk about last night. Before I share my part of last night, let's hand over to Mum to tell you what happened with her and Myrtle. I'm glad I was not here.
So, you never know what's round the corner. This very kind person last night offered me some dinner, and I thought, oh, that would be nice. I was just wondering what to have, so because Liz was going out. So she said, oh, I've got some ham here and some salad, and I thought, oh, that sounds really nice. So anyway, I received that and put it down. It was one of those lovely salads that's got spinach and pumpkin and
You received it from a distance.
Yes. I picked it up after they'd gone. So they'd left it on the doorstep. So anyway, there I was, took a photo of it, and afterwards I thought, oh, I'm going to have it on my bed. Cat was sound asleep in her little hollow on a blanket on the bed, and I thought, good. So now, and really done it up nicely with these 3 big pieces of ham and some
Bread?
Salad and a piece of bread that was with it as well. And anyway, so I heard something and I thought it was someone knocking on the door, so I left my room, went to have a look, and when I came back, here's the cat tucking into my ham and licking the butter off my bread. So there we go.
And what did she do with it?
She dragged it under the bed. Dragged it under and other stuff on the top of the bed. So I said to her, no kisses for a week. These puree kisses that she loves, and I said, they're only treats. So she's just undone the whole week of them. I was not amused.
So how much ham did you actually get to have?
A little bit like that. A couple of bits. Yeah. Salad was nice and so was the bread. So there we go.
What do you have to say for yourself? Was the ham nice? Was the ham nice? Did you enjoy it? Was it worth it? Hey, was it worth it? Yes? And little did you know you'd be getting your flu treatment later that night. No. And so while Mum was here getting her dinner thieved by something furry, I was out at Sylvia Park with some of my workmates, and we had, staff Christmas dinner, and it was very nice. My Secret Santa that I had loved her present, and that made me feel really relieved because, I've only been working at that place for like a month and a half nearly, and so I didn't know how well I knew anyone, but she loved it. And then my Secret Santa got me the perfect gift. Like, the person that had me has, really listened and taken in what I like, and I actually had tears in my eyes when I opened my gift last night. So the first thing she got me was this Luna Lovegood pop figure keychain, which, number one, I love Harry Potter, and number two, I love keychains, and number three, I've always wanted one of these pop figures, and I got one last night. It's so cute. The other thing she got me was these gorgeous cross studs, which actually matched the necklace I was wearing last night. It was amazing. For reference, here's the necklace. And here's the studs. Amazing. And the last thing, which we shall show you later, is...
Yes, I was just thinking about that. We put up the Christmas lights outside, the solar ones, and it's been a bit cooler today, which was nice, and as we were out there, the sun came out in full force, so even with a short time, they'll still bring light to us.
And it was nice because it's been raining on and on and on. Not on and off, but on and on.
Yeah, had no switch. Switch was missing. Yeah, so it'll be really lovely. We'll take you out there and show you a bit later.
Once it's dark enough. Yeah, it's not dark out there right now.
No. That'd be nice.
Exciting.
Whee!
I realised after I ended that clip about my dinner, I didn't actually talk about what I ate or wore. So, here I am now to finish that up. So, I went shopping yesterday in the morning instead of going to church, and I found this most gorgeous black and white polka dot dress, and I was expecting to have to spend 100, and I spent 15. 1.5. Like, literally, I took it up to the counter, and she's like, "Oh, that'll be $15 then." So I'm like, "What?" So standing there laughing about that. And then because I'd spent less than I'd planned, I was able to go and get a gift card for someone, and then a screen protector for my phone because I dropped it enough times it was actually chipped. One time I dropped it in front of Moby, which is like one of those mobile phone accessory and repair places, and the guy was like, "Your case is not a good one." So eventually I took the case off and threw that in the rubbish and took the chip screen protector off. Are you whispering to the cat?
Favorite place.
And then I went to Chemist Warehouse and found these, which might actually help my shoes fit better too, but they have shock absorption pads in the heels, which is specifically where I'm feeling the numbness and pain. So I hope those help. And then as for food, I had the most amazing beef burger. It was a loaded beef burger, so it had a beef patty and lettuce, cheese, maybe tomato, onion rings, and some fabulous aioli, which I tried to beg the server to let me take the aioli home that was left over from my fries, and he said he'd see what he could do, but he couldn't find anything suitable to put it in, so I didn't get to take the aioli home, but it was amazing. And then for dessert, I had a dark chocolate Nutella mousse, which had like Oreo crumbs like crumbled over it, and then whipped cream, and then a half chocolate dipped Oreo sitting in the top of that. And wow, I managed to finish it, but it was so rich, and I was just about like exploding with fullness. I was just about in a food coma, and alongside it I had a very, very, very refreshing Monteith's crushed apple cider. Monteith's is a New Zealand brand, so it's made from 100% New Zealand apples, and it was just the perfect thing. I don't like. I'd been reading beforehand, and everything was saying red wine, beer, blah blah blah. I hate red wine and I hate beer. It just doesn't agree with my taste buds or my tummy. So I thought, I'm just gonna do my own thing. So I got the apple cider, and wow, it was so good. I actually went out today and bought some for our fridge. It's only a 4-pack, but nice little treat to help us cool down. And I just had such a great time. I want to go back there and try everything on the menu. So there's my food and my dress. And now it's time for some curry. Time for a Christmas decor haul. Starting in the corner of the lounge, we have our tree. It is on this side this year. There's a couple of loose ornaments. Then we have the deer and some tinsel. Merry Christmas ornament. Yeah, there's a green one and a heart. A red one with, I think that's a snowman. And this very wonky Christmas tree. Never sits right, but it's pretty. On top of the TV, we have Season's Greetings, and underneath some tinsel. I didn't frame the TV this time. And then over here, have another deer, and he's got ornaments hanging off his antlers. And then I've got this most gorgeous gingerbread cookie candle. And over here is the belief sign. My Slytherin ornament is next to my bed. Snowflake is on the wall. So pretty. And in the kitchen we have that, which was handmade. Not by me. I'm not that clever. And a joy ornament. And then on this door we have our wreath. We usually put it on the other door, but I wanted to change this year. That's it for inside. Here we go!